Am I off mute? Am I off mute? That song is always the longest 5 minutes. Do you understand? Let me get a one. Boom. Caramel Mocha was the first one to hit me with it. June's brown wife is here. What's going on? The ones are flying. All right. Hey, Aisha B, what's going on? I hate grapes. What is going on, Dominique? How are you? Hey, Brand. Now let's get it popping. Listen, y'all, the season is changing, right? And let me get the mental health part of it out of the way first, okay? For the divested ladies. And then we're gonna talk about us some crazy bitches and niggas. But here's the deal. Ladies, when we're traveling and the earth is shifting to its next season, whatever part of earth you on, it doesn't matter, right? When the seasons begin to change, people start acting a little janky, right? Sleep is a little bit funny style. You just have little incidences and you feel like this aura or what have you. So whatever you're going through, I just want you to know that spring will be here soon and stuff will stable out. It happens every season. So don't get in your feelings, right? If you feel a little depressed, that's okay. That happens every time the seasons change. I hate spring and summer. Okay. I absolutely do. So this is the worst change for me because I live in the South. So it's getting ready to be hot and funky. That's just how it is. I just, it is what the fuck it is. Pull up. So if you've been having issues or stuff just doesn't seem quite right, it's because the seasons are changing. It's going to happen again when summer's on its way. Okay. And you know, summer is the worst, especially when it comes to the be good, DZ. black folk on this planet. It's really, really sad. Anyway, though, y'all, now that that's out the way, happy Friday. We get ready to put a nail in the coffin tonight because I am so tired of Monique's funky ass. I really am. This woman in my sister's words, Aaliyah, she's not well. Okay. That woman is sick in the head. Okay. Something's not quite right or snapping with her. Okay. Um, Anybody that's in public and refers to their husband as daddy, that's a problem. Okay. You have mammies that take up for this funky bitch, okay, and say, well, I remember my daddy used to call my mama mama and all this shit here, right? Listen, she didn't say that's why she was doing it. She opened her ham hock chewers to say that she called him that because he's raising her. That's different, bitch. That's not a nickname. That's some father daughter fetishizing bullshit. She didn't say that was his nickname. She named him daddy because he's raising her. That came up out of her goddamn extra foot long with double meat motherfucking lips. That's what the fuck happened. So people see and hear what they want to see and hear. All right. It just is what it is. That woman is sick. Nobody was talking to her. Nobody. And she sparked up a live stream where she started up with all the mammyisms you can think of. Brother this, black men that. Black men need to stop talking crap about black women. Look out for your sister. All this shit here. Meanwhile, calling this thing, this hello, face here, husband of hers, a fucking daddy. It was really sick. But the thing that pissed me off the worst was her always bringing up Jim Crow and slavery when she's talking about white men. When she went off on D.L. Hughley and everybody else, all those other motherfuckers, it was just people not agreeing. But when it came to Vlad and Gary Owens, it was white supremacy, racism, and just coming in the community disrupting shit. Ladies, this woman is sick. Okay? She's very sick. Everywhere she goes, there's going to be a lawsuit. Everywhere she goes, there's going to be a disruption. Everywhere she goes, she's going to be a victim while saying, I'm not a victim. I'm here. Stand on your truth. Ma'am, the truth is you need to see a psychiatrist because you have daddy issues, ma'am. You do. And that dude sitting to your right, he's not going to be able to fix that no matter how. You sitting up there with a head full of gray hair. Don't you think it's time to work out your daddy issues, you goofy bitch? This is disgusting. And your tours, ma'am, your mammy ass, they are not time for therapy. You don't get your ass up there talking about, you're supposed to be doing comedy. But it seems like when you get up there, you're unloading. You're talking about trauma. This bitch is full of struggle. And ladies, Monique is the type of bitch that you need to stay far the fuck away from. Because no matter what you do, you did something wrong. She got some advice for you. This motherfucking bitch life is trash. But she got advice for you. You can't teach me anything when you call your husband daddy in public, whore. Are you serious? I'm done with this bitch. I can't. I'm just gonna pass the mic to Aaliyah because I hate her. I really do.
Oh, well, I got a lot to say. I could really, really chew her ass up right about now. But I'm going to pass the mic on to one of the other ladies because when I get to going, it's on.
What's going on, Mistress Robe?
Good evening, everybody. Good evening, divestors and zealots. I'm so sick of seeing this booty cheek face bitch. I don't know what to do. Can she just take a motherfucking break? Can you take a deep breath of 5 goddamn minutes to lower your cortisol and your blood pressure, Monique? You've been talking about the same shit for years. I am quite frankly tired of you digging up these same goddamn skeletons only to rebury them, to dig them motherfuckers up again and talk about them. Furthermore, I'm really tired of you gallivanting about this is white supremacy, this is racism, when we all know that niggas partake in acts of racism more so than any other race. As a matter of fact, those black men, the one you call daddy, those motherfuckers be practicing and running through with racism harder than any white man I have ever known. They are literally the pillars of upholding the quote unquote supremacy of the system that is allegedly crushing them. Girl, shut your ass the fuck up and sit down somewhere. You need to be in front of a shrink or in a nursing home just babbling. Just
Ha!
chill the fuck out, girl. It is not that deep. If you want to hang out with your daddy and talk about that shit in private. Again, black women need to get the fuck off the internet and shut the fuck up. Why is it that y'all can't ever just go to a professional to talk? You gotta talk on the internet, the world wide web, about shit you need to be talking to your shrink about in private. Girl, shut the fuck up and go report to the nearest goddamn lounge chair and get some help.
I'm telling you, y'all, it's always the victim. They didn't do me right. And I was asked to sign an agreement. Girl, if you don't want to sign the shit, don't sign the shit. Just go the fuck somewhere else with that shit. Ladies, they love trauma bonding. This bitch really pissed off Snapple this week. So welcome to the panel, Snapple. How are you?
Hey, that imitation that you just did was so funny. Happy Friday, y'all. I had the displeasure of stumbling across this live. Look at how sweaty and musty she looks up here, y'all. But
It was
first of
worse
all,
live, Snapple. It
girl,
was where she was sweating all over the place. It
girl,
looked
she
like,
was upsetting me. I was like, oh, why are you
yes.
so sweaty like a fucking pig? Like, what the fuck? But my thing is, they call themselves Dragon. Can we say his name? Okay, I'm not gonna say his name, but you know they call him.
Vlad?
Yes, there you go.
There
They
you
call
go.
themselves Dragon him. They call them all types of culture vultures. Sure, he probably is, but you know, whatever. I don't care. They played all types of race card. My thing is with Monique, like she consistently shows that she has no integrity. Is every email that somebody sends you going to be read on the internet, or every time somebody tries to reach out to you to conduct business of any sort, they got to worry about you and that thing next to you striking up an Instagram live, putting the email on blast? It's just like, I mean, it's just interesting to me. And then she had the audacity, y'all, to go in on the single women, because the women were not playing. Shout out to the black
Yes.
women in the chat
That's
who were
what
like,
pissed
girl,
me
get him
off.
off of here. Why is he talking? Shut him up. They were telling her he ruined your career, bitch. And she was like, I'm disappointed in y'all. Y'all going to bed lonely. Y'all don't got a man because y'all don't know how to treat a king like me, like my daddy. And it's like, girl, fuck you and your fucking whack ass daddy. That shit is weird. Y'all, this motherfucker single-handedly ruined your career, you dumbass bitch.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just waiting for her to fall out with Cat Williams next. Like,
Oh, it's
this brother
coming.
right here, he's so real, he's so real. Okay, yeah, fast forward a couple years, they're gonna be blasting his emails as well. Like, she's just extremely toxic. But it was the slavery, the racism, the Hattie McDaniel reference. Who's Hattie McDaniel? Y'all know I don't know my black history. I
I
don't know
have
my
to.
black history.
She's an old school
Actress,
actress.
Gone with the
Okay.
Now,
Wind.
I will definitely describe her when we get in Discord. But for YouTube, she's a very old school actress back in the day when everything was in black and white. What was the name of that movie she was on?
Gone with the
Gone with
Wind.
the
There it
wind.
is. There it is.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna say one more thing. Monique is fake as fuck because she mentioned Hattie McDaniel. She started crying, talking about she's doing all this nonsense, this toxic, aggressive behavior for the women coming up behind her. What the fuck has Monique done for any black girl or young lady coming up in the comedy scene? Who has she put on? What black? All she does is worship the Kangs and surround herself with Kangs. What is she doing? She's so performative. It's so fucking full of shit. She's trying to manipulate everybody with their emotions. She don't give a fuck about black women and girls. It's all self-serving. She's just a fucking opportunist. She's greedy. She's ungrateful. As I stated before on the previous slide, she's not that great of a fucking actress, as we have seen with new developments that have come out about the type of mother she was. She wasn't too far off playing that character in Precious. So, I mean, is she really such a great actress? I don't
Pull
think so.
up. Pull
Well,
up.
Hattie McDaniel was the first black woman that was nominated for a Best Supporting Actress Oscar, and she was playing a role of a mammoth. So I guess it makes sense why she brought her up. But like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all go because it's getting ridiculous.
This is a mess. This is a train wreck. Everybody that goes around you, if they have a problem with you, everybody, regardless of race or whatever, bitch, it might be you. You might need to do some introspection and see what the fuck is going on. Why is it that everybody I deal with finds an issue with me? Or why is it that everybody I deal with, I find an issue with them? Bitch, it's you. YOU, big bitch. This is the shit I'm talking about. Calm the fuck down. The dude that's next to you, he did ruin your career. Everybody that talks about you and him, they say that you and him, especially when he's in the room, is hard to work with. Some of these people don't even know each other. There's a going consensus there, and y'all the victim. Really? Really? What's up, Kyra?
Good evening, DZ. Good evening, ladies.
Hey.
So my thing is, Hattie McDaniel. So when she won her Oscar, she won it with what was it, 1939, 1940, 1939.
Mm-hmm.
Hattie McDaniel had limited roles and limited options. What is your excuse now, Monique? Because
Thank you.
you don't have to make those same type of moves that Hattie McDaniel made or Dorothy Dandridge made or whomever. You as black women, we have a lot more options today, but too many of us want to still stay stuck in those sapphire and mammy ass roles, both in as actresses and also in other aspects in our lives. Like, knock it the fuck off. We can break out of those stereotypes that you say, were forced upon us, and stop playing to it. And my thing is, she's not the only black woman. She's just a really good mascot for mammy bitches that make something of their lives, but they let the men in their lives ruin them. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
really, you're already difficult enough, and then you bring this cicada ass dude who doesn't know anything about the business you're in just for him to be a knucklehead. But he's your daddy, right?
That part. What's going on, Ebony?
Wash, rinse, repeat. I have
Boom!
no comment.
That's what's up, girl. Is the hey, Aaliyah? Hey.
Okay. So I'm here to get with you, Mo. Cause see, your words are only impressive to the feeble-minded sheep that have hijacked this community, and they're all walking around glitching, repeating themselves after each other one by one. And like I said before, I can see right through you. You, my ma'am, are a malignant narcissist with an overinflated sense of self-importance, with a constant need to be reaffirmed, a total lack of accountability, and a complete disregard for the pain and suffering that you have caused others is astounding. And you are not the only one in the world who has been hurt, lied on, misjudged, treated unfairly, or any of that. A lot of us have. I go through it every day, both personally and professionally. And I've just learned that life gets a lot easier once you stop trying to change other people's opinions of you. A grown woman would understand that, but your growth appears to have been stunted along the way. And your husband is actually an enabler by helping you wallow in self pity instead of helping you get past the bullshit. You can't get past the last decade, honey. And if you're expecting back pay for your pain and suffering, then you're still playing with yourself, because life doesn't work that way. And a king would have helped you understand that. You can't control other people's opinions of you. And that's what you're trying to do. And it's a wasted effort. Monique has no self awareness while she's constantly preaching about taking accountability when she never takes any for the things that she has said. She's preaching about healing and trauma when she hasn't resolved her own trauma. But I do appreciate the fact that she only deals in facts, though. So let me spit some facts to you. Fact one, Mo, you and your husband are both highly manipulative, and that you like to conflate issues every time you get into a dispute with someone by attempting to frame it as a black community issue instead of a personal issue directly pertaining to you and your husband. Every time someone has an issue with either of you, don't make it a joint affair and start talking about relationships between black men and women. Again, that's highly manipulative. Fact two, you have been holding on to the same shit for over a decade now and still trying to force apologies out of people while constantly cursing them out every chance you get, and still wondering why they put you on red and paid you dust. And you're really starting to look mentally unwell. Fact number three, you and your husband feel like you are owed all the public apologies, yet you don't think you owe anybody any apologies for the hurt or pain that you caused, not even the child that you birthed. And fact number 4, and the most important fact, you think that being nasty to every woman that has something to say about your husband is going to change the fact that your king had his queen go get $300,000 from another man just to keep y'all afloat. Since you want to claim your daddy is a king, it matters not if you paid it back with interest or not. A king wouldn't have even put his queen in a position to have to go ask another man for money. His pride wouldn't even allow it. Money, let me tell you something. That's money I'm sure you had to pay back. You had to work to pay that back. This is why it doesn't pay to constantly run your mouth when your man is your manager, which means you are his employer. He works for you, and if you don't work, then he doesn't get paid. So don't keep trying to shame other single women by trying to weaponize your sham of a fucking marriage to someone you're using as a substitute for your damn daddy issues, and then constantly throwing how that shit up in other women's faces and thinking it's a flex because your so-called king had you begging and borrowing money from other men to pay your bills. No matter how temporary the situation may have been, he didn't have it. So you had to leverage your own relationships in order to get it. And even though it was given when you needed it, you still have the gall to jump on the internet now crying about getting almost $500,000 like that wasn't enough simply because somebody never answered the phone to give you what you wanted after that. Excuse me. The question is, what more did that man owe you after that? A grown-ass man would have told you that, but you got a king though, sis? I don't think so. And this is why I don't live, work, or play in the type of delusions that plague the majority of Black women. So it's my professional advice that you seek therapy immediately and take your daddy with you because he appears to be just as delusional as you are.
Hey, that part. I wish I had a church organ to hit around this bitch. Monique, you've been read, ma'am. You've been read. Your career is going down the drain. What's left of it? You on this tour with a whole bunch of rejects. Pull up. It is what it is. I'll be glad when the curtain closes and you and daddy can be as freaky as y'all want to and fuck to saying, I'm a victim. Oh, yes, daddy, I'm a victim. Bitch, bye. Bye. Now that she's in the trash, hey, let's move the fuck on. I'm so tired of Monique ass, I don't know what to fucking do. Bye, bitch. Now, the girls are fighting. The mammies are fighting. The baby hair brigade is fighting. Ladies, I don't know. Are y'all aware of what's going on with this? Because this was viral. Let me look at the chat. Throw one in the chat if you know who these two people are, because it got real stupid around this bitch. And this is what nigga bitches will do to you. I told y'all, do not let people move in your house, especially a bum bitch. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. You're going to regret the fuck out of it. Get your heart off your sleeve. Tell that motherfucking whore no and move on and do not be guilty about it. Let me look at this chat. Okay, question mark. No. Yes. Okay, nobody knows, so let me enlighten you. Let's go. So these two women right here, tax season. Oh, it's not over till April. Well, young Chanel let Chardonnay move in because Chardonnay was hungry. Chardonnay and her kids were hungry. Okay. So when tax time came around, I'm getting ahead of myself. She lived with this woman for 3 months, gave her $300 over the course of 3 months, not $300 a month, $300 in total in cash and items to live in her house with her children, and then added her children to it. Okay. Big mistake. You can't do it. The way mammies are set up, it's impossible for them to be roommates and it work out. Did you hear what I said? You cannot do this. And as a divested woman, you damn sure better not let one of these motherfucking whores move in your house. But let's go. So Chardonnay went and bought her a Benz with her goddamn tax return. She got $8,000 and she spent $7,000 on a Benz. And guess what? She did not give Miss Young any of that shit. Not one dime. So Miss Young made a post right here. She says she's celebrating failure and all this shit here. And then she posted a picture of homegirl and her brand new Benz. Let me scroll down a little bit so you can see the brand new lemon, because Benzes cost way more than $7,000. I hope that was a down payment, like I was telling Aaliyah, because if it ain't a down payment, that engine is given out, bitch. It's done. It's done. After 2 trips to 7-Eleven, that shit's done. So I hope it was a down payment. So Chardonnay was like, no, this bitch didn't tell these motherfuckers that I was hungry, that I ain't have a place to stay. So Chardonnay replied. You know what Chardonnay did? Oh, baby. Chardonnay went on ahead and put out Miss Young's social security number, unedited, dashes included. Ladies, first of all, if you this petty, don't do it. This is a felony. Did you hear what I said? I said this is a felony. Not only that, she didn't stop there. She took Mrs. Young's children, birth certificate, Miss Young's ID. Okay, I had to do some extra editing there because she put all this bitch's business out. Her kid's social security number and everything all over the goddamn internet. Ladies, I'm not mean. I promise you I'm not mean. Do not let anybody, I told y'all they was going to be hungry, and they are. I've been telling y'all that for years. The other shoe is dropping. They hungry as fuck. They're waiting for tax returns and food stamps and all this shit with bated breath. They're refreshing their page at the bank. They're calling they checking, calling the 1-800 number to see if them stamps hit and all that shit. They hungry. Do not let any of these goddamn bitches with these baby hairs, wigs, lashes, none of that shit. Don't let them move in with you. And I tell you to be very careful with somebody that you think is on the up and up as well. She ain't got to have baby hairs to be a basic bum ass bitch. Okay. So it wasn't done. Since she wasn't satisfied with that shit. She just wasn't satisfied with just doxing the shit out of this girl's children and her and with the ID and all that shit there. She came and busted the windows out of this girl's house. Then she busted the windows out of this girl's car, and she keyed the motherfucker. Did you hear what I said, y'all? Did you hear what I said? These posts are ridiculous, and this is bum bitch behavior. Make no mistake about it. These are the same bitches that let niggas sleep on their couch for free. Do not engage. It ain't worth it. But one thing I wanted to tell y'all, okay? I wanted to show y'all the two different perspectives and why you should not deal with bum bitches. We got two TikToks. One black girl talking about this situation. One white girl talking about the situation. I want you to notice something real quick. Let's do the white chick first. Where you at, girl? Let's go.
Now, this is Chardonnay Walker, and she allegedly just got her taxes back and went and bought a Benz. But you know who didn't appreciate that? Her friend, Young Chanel, who posted, Chardonnay Walker, celebrating failure, was just sleeping on my couch for 3 months hungry, no food to eat, and her 2 kids got $8,000 back, and she spent $7,000 on a Benz and decided to not pay me for the time she was here. She is a user and told me to just take the L. Watch her. Mind you, she only gave me $300 since she's been here rent-free for 3 months. She's a user, not a friend. Well, Chardonnay responded by posting all of Young Chanel's personal information and said, make sure y'all go file her next year on y'all taxes and make sure y'all get something in her name. This is her social security and her son's social security. What? You're going to jail?
Y'all heard that. Shock. Girl, you going to jail. I want y'all to see the black chick version of it. Okay? She's pretending, but she couldn't keep her mask on. This bitch thought the shit was funny. What the fuck is funny about exposing somebody's social security number and their children's social security number? I'll never know. But notice how she laughs when it comes to that part. Let's go.
Time. Did you hear about how these two best friends are going at it on Facebook? It looks like a lot to celebrate because, as you can see, Chardonnay Walker just bought a new Mercedes with her tax money, but her best friend, Young Chanel, does not agree with her actions. Young Chanel says how she gonna get an $8,000 tax refund and spend $7,000 of it on a Mercedes when she just been sleeping on Young Chanel's couch for 3.5 months with her 2 kids, and they ain't even pay nothing but $300 the whole time they was there, and she didn't ask her for anything, but she could have gave her a little something. So once Young Chanel posted that on Facebook, calling her friend out for her misdeeds and saying that Chardonnay Walker is a user because she just bought a Mercedes instead of paying her back, well, Chardonnay replied by going over to Young Chanel's house and busting out her windows and keying her car and posting Young Chanel's birth certificate, social security number, and son's birth certificate and social security number on Facebook and telling everybody that they can use their identities next year to file their taxes. This battle seems to be ongoing, so I'll update as I learn more. Follow for more.
Ladies, this is why I tell y'all to divest. What the fuck was funny about that? What the fuck was funny about that? Ladies, the title of her video, the black chick, was Let Chardonnay Do With Her Taxes What She Wants to Do With Her Taxes. Pull up on me. Please pull up on me. Aaliyah, you got anything on this? Because this shit was bum bitch behavior.
I do. Cause see, I don't even have to say how low down this was, but am I surprised that she did that shit? No. Cause see, that the fact that she could do somebody like this who gave her a place to stay until she got on her feet and didn't charge her anything. So the very least she could have done was offer her some money once she got hers, but she was only thinking of herself. Again, bum bitch shit. Then again, I've had to learn this lesson the hard way myself, that people won't ever be there for you the way that you're there for them. They won't sacrifice for you the way that you do for them. And how does she repay her friend for her kindness? By doxing her and her children and ruining her own property. And that's another issue in and of itself. Because even if you are mad at their mother, what did they have to do with any of that? Those kids did nothing to her, but she exposed them to all kinds of identity theft online, where people could be stealing, using, and selling those baby social security numbers from the moment she put that shit on a world wide web. But that is how dirty a lot of these black bitches are. They would rather send niggas to your house to have you off than move on with their lives simply because they don't like something you said on social media. And that's why I say a lot of these women are not doing anything any different than what they've always done. If anything, they're just getting more and more bold with the behavior. And again, this is why I don't fuck with too many black bitches, because they will most certainly help send my ass to prison. And that's why I steer clear now, because I'm not playing with anybody's daughter. The same way I'll blow a do-rag off, I'll blow back a bitch's wig too, playing with me and my children. See, it's okay though. I'm just gonna tell her, like a friend told me, the same way that person needed her before, they'll need her again. So she should be grateful that this happened, because sometimes this is what has to happen for you not to make the same mistake twice. Because rest assured, that bitch will fall on hard times again. And that same friend won't be there to catch her when she falls next time. And this is why you can't go around treating people like shit. Because these bitches act like these few thousands of dollars they get from these tax returns last a lifetime, when I can almost guarantee that that bitch didn't work anywhere last year nor pay any taxes to even be getting a tax return. She ain't right, and that's why most of these bitches will be broke by June or July, and that nigga gonna be gone by then too. And it's just too bad that a lot of black women don't seem to learn anything no matter what they go through. And I'm glad I've never had to keep learning the same lessons over and over again for me to get it. Just take this as a lesson and learn from it. That bitch will end up having to live in that same fucking car while her and her children starve, and I wouldn't give not one fuck. Cause see, this is where those bleeding hearts over here have dried up, while all y'all do is cry every time somebody gets their feelings hurt. But y'all see exactly what she thought of her friends' babies. Again, I'm gonna give you the same thing you blessed me with. You told me and mine to fuck off and die like I'm the one who did you wrong. Then bitch, you and yours can too. But somehow this gonna be the white man's fault. I can see it now.
Lisa, look, y'all be in the back, and I just then be noticing. You seen I put the little screen thing up, girl? I was coming back there. Lisa said, "Fuck this shit. I ain't waiting no more." It's all right, girl. I was coming, y'all. While I'm talking this shit, y'all, don't inbox me on Discord. I haven't answered that Discord inbox probably since 2022. I shit you the fuck not. You got to inbox me on the main platform. Pull up on me. Mrs. Rowe, what's this?
This is just another episode in Bum Bitch Antics Blackistani 101, if you ask me. And this is why I tell black women to get their stupid asses off the internet and shut the fuck up. Bitch, you confess to a federal offense, which is doxing, because that shit is now on the federal docket. They report your ass to the FBI, them alphabet boys gonna be there pronto to pick you and their raggedy ass wig Zealots, if you take nothing else from me, take this. Leave these bum bitches and these nigga bitch antics to these bum bitches and these nigga bitches. They don't want anything in life. Furthermore, girl, you got $8,000 in taxes. I don't even want to tell you how little I got, and I worked my ass off last year. Waiting for your tax return is such a poor people thing. It must really. I'm being elitist as fuck, aren't I? And I absolutely mean it. Waiting on your income taxes is such a poor people antics. Girl, you worked all year, the bare minimum, and then you wait for a little funky ass tax return that odds are is my tax return because I actually worked and I'm not reckless with my pussy, and therefore I don't have any pussy puppies, as DZ calls them. Now, the rest of us are out here paying for all you to get $8,000, and some of us can't even get $8 back, let alone 8 cents. Some of us have to pay.
That part, I was just fixing to say that. Chime in for those that had to go ahead and do a goddamn money transfer to the government because they don't play about their shit. I don't play with the alphabet boys. I don't want nobody with a jacket that has any 3 letters on the back of it showing up to my house. Pull up on me. Snapper, what's happening?
Hey, y'all. I mean, y'all have pretty much said it all on this case, but I did want to drag that Chardonnay bitch. Bitch, you's a dusty ass, broke ass hoe. First of all, bitch, the bitch was homeless, couch surfing with her kids. How this is just the Blackistan logic and the way of Blackistan. They don't have a pot to piss in, a window to throw it out of. They're extremely financially illiterate, irresponsible, no foresight, impulsive. You went and got a $7,000 vehicle, which God knows what the payments are. We all know that vehicle is going to be repoed very shortly. Okay. And she's going to be right back in the same destitute situation next month. And I think she's a whack ass bitch for taking advantage of her friend that way, for freeloading and having the audacity to be offended because the friend was offended that she was flexing. It's these whack ass bitches for me. And this is why I always say, cut these mammy hoes off, cut these mammy friends off. They don't give a fuck about nobody but themselves. They don't care who they're inconveniencing. They have no fucking shame. And I hope that bitch gets arrested for the crimes that she committed, stealing and inciting fraud and everything else that she did, keying the car, vandalism. Throw the book at that bitch.
I went over to her page, before I came on here, and she hasn't posted in a minute. I hope the bitch is locked up because she was one of those type of people that post something every 2 hours. I mean, it doesn't matter, just something stupid. I need me some dick, and then she'll wait for a reply. It's just she one of them bum bitches, the attention whore. Let me see if I can shock them with this statement as bitches. Y'all, that ought to let y'all know something. When y'all see these bitches in Benzes and shit like that, you don't know the backstory. I know a nigga bitch when I see one, okay? And you need to start recognizing that shit. You talking about a homeless motherfucker with a Benz that did that shit with her tax return, damn near 100% of it. All she had left was $1,000, and I can guarantee you she doesn't have that today. All right?
Where is she living? Because if you have $8,000 in tax returns, you're couch surfing, but you go buy a motherfucking Benz, girl, you couldn't get an apartment first for you and your pussy puppies? What are you doing?
It's all about flexing on other bitches. Remember, we talked about that before. These bitches will spend their last dollar to make sure their hair is laid. By the way, y'all hair ugly. I said, your hair is, that hair looks disgusting.
That shit like come off Temu. What the fuck was
girl?
That's why I said she gonna be her and them children gonna be living in that motherfucker because you did all that, and at the end of the day, you probably didn't even go get you and them kids nowhere to live. So where the fuck they gonna go now? Because all you got is $1,000 left and you got a car, and that's it.
Oh well. Y'all don't let these hoes stay with you. You do what you want to do. But I'm going to tell you something. In a lot of cities right now, you cannot just tell or ask somebody to leave your house if you allowed them to stay there for a week or more. You have to evict them. I don't care if they kids are standing there crying, hungry, emaciated, and the bitch is on her knees. I promise I'll pay you back. Tell her no. I'm sorry, but I can't do it. You got enough room. What you doing with all that space? I'm fucking my husband in it. Good luck to you. And I mean that. Good luck to you. That part is very real. I want you to succeed. And I'm going to be the one that makes sure that you get up and grind. Whore, I promise you, because there's too many of these bum bitches that done took advantage of decent women that were good friends to them. Huh? How
Listen,
about that
DZ,
part?
I'm gonna be a detractor. Fuck you and them kids, girl. You should have been better
Hey,
prepared. I don't give a fuck about what happens to you. I don't give a fuck about them goddamn kids. You should have been thinking about them motherfucking kids when you was popping your twat to whatever nigga couldn't afford the child that you made him with. You should have been thinking about your life choices after the first one. But no, you pop your twat twice, and now there's two little twat puppies running around here. So no, I don't give a fuck about you and them kids. You can go suck dick under a bridge or live under there like a motherfucking dome. Fuck you, fuck them kids, fuck the nutsack they slid out of, the horse you rode in on, and the horse that'll inevitably drag all three of you to hell.
Black
So
Widow, look,
DZ,
I'm here with it.
these
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
DZ. So Kyra's been saying for years, okay, black women are the welfare office for black men. But shit, you guys are trying to dissuade black women from being the welfare office for mammies.
Look,
I mean,
it
it's like
never ends well. It never ends well.
it
And then
doesn't.
you
It
know
never
what,
does.
ladies, everybody on this panel and everybody that can hear my voice right now, when you help somebody too much, it turns them into invalid, entitled assholes. It just look at black men. Black men have had programs and pussy by the pound, mammies old and young coming to get the police off of them, to come to court for them. I mean, they're doing everything for them. And look at what it's done. It's like, what do you mean you're not gonna help me? You're a black woman, right? Well, you're supposed to feel something for me. You're a black woman. I'm a black man. Where's your where's your loyalty? Mule, get to riding. Go ahead, Kyra.
I got
So,
none.
well, Ebony, so here's the thing though. We've also said on this panel that you need to leave these mammies to these niggas. And here's a good example. That do you really think that if she borrowed money from a cicada or help or
See,
allowed
that's why you stumbling over them words. Borrow money from a cicada that got what money? You couldn't even get that out. It had to been a joke. Money from where? What cicada? Because when a cicada got money, he's not around black women by choice.
well, he might have. Oh, I was about to make another joke. I was about to say maybe he has some unemployment benefits, but then you're right. He would have to have a job first. But but I still say that
Oh,
you need
Kyra, that
you need
that
to
it,
leave
girl.
what? It was my fault. I wasn't thinking that through. I'm sorry, ladies. He would have had to have a job first to have
Thank
unemployment
you.
benefits.
Thank you.
But wait a minute. But know what? You know what? He might have that crazy disability money. I mean, well, I can't say that R word up here either. But the vast majority of them do qualify for short bus riding.
Listen, y'all don't pay no attention to Kyra tonight. She trolling, okay? She's trolling. A black man ain't gonna let you borrow no money. Did you hear what I said? And if he does give it to you, boy, the price to pay back is going to be fucking outstanding, huh? Ladies, it's getting ready to get jiggy around this bitch. What is going on with black women right now, y'all? What's going on? I have said a billion times, whenever I report on something, wait for it. It's going to get worse. And it always does. Well, ladies, it's gotten worse. Pull up. Let's go. Y'all see this picture? I'm trying to see if it's big enough. I'm looking at the chat. Is that big enough? What you see right there is a man laying and a chick laying with her hand on his torso. That's what you're seeing. If you can't see it. Okay. Let me preface it with this. Ladies, it's nothing wrong with getting a job. Ladies, there's nothing wrong with getting an education. There's nothing wrong with taking care of yourself. If you're around people that are shaming you because you work hard, get the fuck away from them. And I mean right now. Okay? So let me see if I can go ahead and tell you what this bitch on. This is very small, but let me see if I can make it bigger. What's up? Let's do full width. Yeah. So look at the caption. And I don't even look. She goes by Private Life OFK3. Crazy shit. Y'all so worried about me and my sister fucking our daddy. Real daddy. So what? We don't gotta work for shit. Mind y'all business. Stop speaking on me. The fuck? Because I don't care. Y'all know with how folks talk, it's kind of tough to read that shit. Yes, our mama, no likey, whatever. Meanwhile, y'all out here fucking on niggas who don't do shit for y'all. I don't know what MWH means. She kissing mwah to you hoes. I don't know. Y'all hoes mad. Keep sleeping around and getting exposed. He feed us. He keep our hair done. Meanwhile, you crying and begging niggas for money. We good over here. Listen, ladies, I don't know what to say to you. Has it gotten this bad out here? Ladies, this is the thing, and this is why I'm a conservative. I mean this shit. When you give society an inch, it takes a mile. Okay? Y'all already know about the Roy G. Biv, where they were in the 90s. Society caved in, and now people are being fired for not using the proper pronouns. Ladies, when you can't, they've maxed out on the shock factor. Okay? They've maxed out on it. You're not going to be able to get more shocking than a sexy red when it comes to a rap video by a black woman. You're not. So they can keep shit all the way on edge, they're going to have to start telling you shit like this. I hope this bitch is trolling. Dead ass serious. I hope she's trolling. But here's why it's still a problem. If you're trolling, who thinks like that? I hope what she's saying is not true about her and her sister. Okay? But the thing is this, you were willing to talk like that if it wasn't true. Because I can see somebody right now, Cloud Watchers, I hear you. I'm going to try and find this bitch, and she going to say it was a joke. And they talk to, hey, even if it is a joke, who the fuck jokes like this? This is disgusting. This is disgusting. Is this where y'all at with it? I'm going to tell y'all something. I do not fuck. Go ahead. Who's speaking?
Oh, I didn't mean to interrupt you, DZ. My bad.
Go right ahead.
I was going to say it could be true because y'all have heard that term genetic sexual attraction. And the way these niggas walk away from their kids and then reappear when the kids are adults, it's quite possible that he walked out on them when they were toddlers and then reappeared later on, and they got the genetic sexual attraction thing going on. You hear about it with adoptees.
Well,
No.
here's the thing.
Everybody, don't say nothing. Everybody, just do a moment of silence, because I can't believe this is real. I can't believe this. Hold up, y'all. We need a moment of silence. Where's this shit at that they put on here? Because I can't with this shit. We finna have a moment of silence. I'm done. Do you understand me? Ladies, this is it. I'm finished. I cannot be bothered with black women if they're willing, so desperate to do some shit like this, whether it's true or not fucking true. Do you understand how disgusting this is? I hate when people say, shout out to you for breaking traditions. Some traditions should not be broken because they're good practice. I think it's a good practice not to fuck your daddy, bitch. This is ridiculous. All shit that's old ain't bad. How about that part?
Well,
Go ahead, Aaliyah.
here's
I'm
the
done.
thing. When you sit up and put out certain shit and you make jokes, you got to be prepared for who really gonna have the last laugh at the end of the day. When you put certain shit out there, because I guess nobody told her nasty ass that incest is indeed illegal in 49 of the 50 states, and that genetic inbreeding will guarantee that her baby is born looking like that thing from Basket Case. And here I
Okay.
was thinking
So
that
you psych it. You psych it. You psych it. She talking about he keep our hair done. Here's Petty Boots. Bitch, you fucking your daddy, and this is the result of the hairdo. I don't even believe I'm having this conversation.
Yeah.
I had to zoom in on them edges because you look a fucking mess, whore. Now, oh my God, I can't stand this bitch. Now, y'all didn't, Aaliyah, she psychic because that's her pregnant. Go ahead. I didn't mean to
But
cut
see,
you
I
off.
could tell as hard as she was going, the story wasn't gonna get no better. Cause I mean, you sitting up laying in the bed next to him, and just I mean, that's why I say when you put certain shit out there, how you gonna try to walk that back and say that's a joke? Oh, so let me guess, that ain't her daddy laying next to her. That's an actor. She don't mean her biological daddy. She mean so she ain't being literal with it. Like I said, be
It's a
very
skit. It's
fucking
a skit.
careful with what you be very careful with what you joke about because incest is illegal. And here I was thinking that inbreeding was only a thing for white folks from trailer
That
parks in the
part.
rural areas of the country, right? So according to black folks, other black folks don't do this type of shit. So here you go breaking another myth tonight, DZ. Job well done.
May I add a historical context to it? Because the ancient
Absolutely.
Egyptian pharaohs, even the ones of the Nubian and Kushite kingdoms that ruled for 112 years, actually did practice inbreeding. And it didn't turn out so well for them. Has nobody ever heard of the Habsburgs? Because they had a whole goddamn heir that had a brain. They said that his head was filled with water and his testicle was black and the size of a fucking pea. And that's
That
what
was King
happens when you.
Charles II.
Thank you
Yep.
very much for that. I don't know why they think this shit is a joke. This is why black women need to be, y'all need to be banned from the fucking internet. Why is it everywhere niggas go and nigga bitches go, everything just turns into a ghetto, hot, stinking, funky, trashy ass mess? I want you bitches to go away. And I'm even more upset because these bitches are black like me. I don't even know what to do anymore. I would paint myself purple like DZ said, but I'd be out here getting committed and these bitches walking around free. It's not fair, is what I'm saying, DC. It's not
DZ,
fair that we can't distinguish ourselves.
Now, well, to
I,
be fair, oh my apologies, Ebony.
I just want you to go back up to the girl space just for a second.
Do
Can you
we
do
have
that?
to? Do we have
Yes,
to?
please. I want to make a
Oh
point.
my motherfucking god! Is the
Okay.
eyeball good enough?
Okay.
Let's
All
do the
right.
eyeball.
Okay. This girl should be on a short bus. Look at her face.
I'm sure she is,
That bitch
Ebony.
need to
I
be under
mean,
the tires of the bus. Fuck that. It's time to
thank
get rid
you.
of all of
Thank
them.
you.
Fuck this.
I mean, this looks like something that just ain't right. Even if you troll like this, yes, this mess is pretty much is very illegal. It's not to say that people don't do that, but the issue is, can you think like why would somebody even post something like this if it
This is
weren't
where
true?
they are. This is where they are, Ebony. And in 2021, this very panel said, ladies, divest. Get as far away from it. This is when I was caping my ass off for black women. Get your shit and go. See what the rest of the world has to offer. Everybody doesn't hate you. Just go ahead and leave. And black women came for me, came for my panel, and stood 10 toes down. As a matter of fact, they got worse. Sexy Red wasn't out doing, and that I'm aware of, going as hard as she is. All this shit has gotten worse. Black women started turning into black men. They're committing a whole bunch of crimes and all types of shit just to say, I don't fuck with white folk. Well, you stay right where the fuck you are. We said that this was going to happen, and they're doing everything. Me and Aaliyah was on a one-on-one. I shared my screen. There was a video of a black woman who's a hairdresser. And because people don't have a lot of money right now, she retwists dreads and for men and women and so on and so forth. Well, she wasn't getting a lot of business. So she took all her clothes off and she retwists people's head naked the whole time. They're hungry. They're coming up with all types of ways instead of putting in job applications to go ahead and make money. It's getting real rough out there, ladies. And at this point in 2024, your ass need to go. It is getting so bad. I just seen a woman try to take herself off the planet in a 6-story building because she gave up. Okay. She needs to divest. You need to divest. That community, one of my Patreon members, she keeps sending me documentaries. I'm talking about documentaries from the 80s. Ladies, these very same conversations were happening in the 80s. When I tell you nothing's changed, just the technology, nothing has changed. You need to get so far away from these people. Now, this was 2021. Here we are at 2024. That's 3 years. Imagine how fucking bad it's going to be in 2027. You keep planting your feet right there in that community and see what the fuck happened to you. But let me make this big real quick, because y'all need to see this. Because I don't know what it looked like over there on the other screen. So let's go full width again. Okay. Now, what? Y'all see it? Okay, having you was the best thing I ever did. Your grandpa is your dad, which makes you much safer than I don't know what Alan E. did. I guess that's the baby's name. We love you, and you never will want for anything. So if she's faking and lying, ladies, she would have to be faking this pregnancy. The posts go, I mean, she got posts everywhere. Okay. Then she scrubbed her TikTok. She scrubbed her Instagram. I have a feeling this is real, but you know how black folks do. They'll get in contact with her and say, let's just say it was a skit. Okay. Oh, snap.
DZ,
Anything?
Yeah,
Yes,
but
ma'am.
real quick, you said her name was. She named the baby after a motherfucking pre-workout drink,
Shit,
Alani.
I don't know what that is. Her sentences don't
Anybody,
make any sense.
anybody who takes pre-workout, because I wake up at 4 in the morning, I need a kick in the ass to run these 2 miles every goddamn morning when I can. I drink Alani. I drink that right before I get on my treadmill and run 2.5 miles. That's an energy drink.
not
She couldn't even come up with a damn good name for the child. Jesus.
Mistress Rowe, now you know mammies were naming their kids Alizé back in the day, so
Oh
Alani
Yep.
is actually a
Lord.
step up.
Yep. There's a lot of 14-year-old
I'm
old girls
I'm
named
I'm
Beyonce now, too.
I'm stuck on the dance. Is that supposed to be Denise? Your baby gonna name is Alani Dance. I'm sorry, Alani Dance. I mean, is that what you naming your child? But either way, I mean, I've already said that. I mean, if your daddy is the father, the baby probably gonna come out looking like cousin it or whatever. It's gonna look like something. I don't know what, but it's not gonna be human. It can't be
But
because them babies gonna come out so fucked up. Ain't no way.
but Aaliyah, that means that that chick is just gonna get that crazy SSI money for the short bus child that she birthed.
But
Mm.
see, the thing is, when you have all these kids that's coming out like this, people just don't understand. Like, those are not easy children to raise. They got so many problems. They got so many special needs. And I mean, I don't know what it is. Why take on all these different kinds of problems when you don't have to? But what am I talking about? These
That's
niggas
what I'm
need to be
saying. It
talking
got
about.
us up here sounding crazy, trying to rationalize and plan for this goofy bitch when she shouldn't be fucking on her daddy. That's the whole point. This is all bum bitch, lazy bitch, weird bitch behavior, Blackistani behavior. Ladies, y'all hungry? Okay, let me tell you. She doing this because
Busy.
he yes.
I hate to say this, but at least over, if you really go into the schools and you really look in the peds offices, if you see
Ebony, I ain't there. Fuck that school.
no,
Let me
no,
finish
what I'm
telling y'all what
saying
I was
is,
saying. No, Ebony, I fuck that shit with that short bus. I'm telling you, these
no,
bitches,
they
Ebony,
crazy. All the kids are crazy.
no
All of them.
shit.
Can
Now,
I say something?
go ahead, Snap 'em.
I'm sorry.
I'm going on mute, cause girl,
Okay. I was gonna say what Aaliyah said as far as it being illegal. I really hope somebody reported this because this is absolutely against the law. And of course, it's fucking disgusting. And I wanted to speak about the whole skit situation. I feel like that is such a fucking cop out that the blacks are using because what's happening is we know that they are depraved. We know that these men have been doing this to their daughters. This is not far fetched. This little dumbass bird just put it on social media because everything's on social media and they don't know how to shut the fuck up, which is good because it's exposing this shit. But then when the shit gets exposed and it goes too far and there has to be some accountability, then everybody's like, oh, it's a skit, it's a skit, it's a skit. No, it's not a motherfucking skit. This shit is actually happening. This is the state of the community. They are disgusting. They have no fucking boundaries. And them rock-headed ass kids already come out funny looking. So I don't know why the fuck they would gamble like that and crisscross chromosomes and make it even worse that they will come out looking even crazier. But that's all I want to say. It's just fucking disgusting. I don't think it's a skit. I think this is really happening. And I think it's been happening. And it's absolutely more common than you would think of. That's why they like to deflect and project and say that it's white people Jerry Springer shit. No, they do that shit. That's why they so triggered by it. And that's why they always talking about it. Because they love incest and nasty bullshit.
well,
I
here's
think
the
you're
deal.
correct.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Now, like I was saying, right? These women are losing their fucking minds. You cannot be around them. And ladies, black men are not going to take up for you. All this stuff that you're doing, fucking your daddy. I can't believe I got to say that. Fucking on him. Because that sounds terrible coming out of my mouth. Pull up. Doing twists butt ass naked. Right? Showing each other social security numbers and all that shit. Ladies, no. They're not going to take up for you. You dine and dashing as well. Look at what the black men did. They made sure your ass got caught. Pull up.
Look. They gonna say they went to the bathroom. Y'all went to the bathroom? Hold up. Now they go sit it. Y'all ready to pay these bills? Get him, shorty. Shot town. Shot town. Shot town. Get him, shorty. Shot town.
Not y'all recording.
Yeah, y'all shouldn't have walked out. Pay your bill.
Yeah, y'all left them keys.
Y'all shouldn't have walked out.
The world's dumbest criminals.
Y'all making us look bad.
Yeah, dummies.
Did you hear what he said? Y'all making us look bad. Ladies, they dined and dashed on another black woman. This is why I tell y'all don't deal with these motherfuckers. I probably would refuse to serve that table. When I saw them black chicks pulled up, I would have probably got with one of my coworkers and made some sort of bargain. You take that table, I'll take this table, and whatever tip I'll get, I'll give it to you, because you know them bitches ain't finna tip shit. They had to come back because they ran, but they didn't have their fucking car keys. The hunger is real, but the hair was done, right? The baby hairs was popping, all that shit. Ladies, run. Mr. Rogue, you got anything on this? The black men got me with that one. They filmed them and everything.
But why are we shocked that they would do that? We've already told y'all these bitches are, because it's like thousands of years of historical receipts that they don't fucking like you. These motherfuckers sold you first. And I keep having to say that. And there's always a bum bitch in the cloud. Well, you're just being hyperbolic. Fuck you, bitch. I saw your comment. You can eat a dick raw. Anyway, like I was saying, they're always doing this shit. Black women have this habit of going out of their way to make sure black men are represented in a positive light. Have you noticed that across every platform? But they never represent you the same way. There's never any measure of reciprocity. Furthermore, why are all them dressed like $2 hoes? Like, what the fuck did they get this shit from? I'm sorry, DZ, but there is a way to dress when you go out in public. This is why black people never get anywhere with men.
$2, you're too kind. What did you mean $2?
I was gonna say Dollar Tree hoes, but I ain't want no copyright infringement issues. No copyright issues. But like, y'all showed up there. They have like a mascot or uniform. Black people do not understand what it means to be stealth wealth. If you do have, but rich people ain't walking around here with no motherfucking Gucci bag, wearing no full-on bodysuit. That's some shit you see these goddamn influencers, which amazingly, all these bitches is influencers somehow. Get a motherfucking job, for God's sake. There's nothing wrong with punching a goddamn clock. Everybody got a goddamn YouTube channel. Everybody's a multi-millionaire until it's time to pay their motherfucking bills and then they get outed. Like, just fucking stop with the madness. Black women, y'all down bad out here. I don't even want to be seen with you bitches. As a matter of fact, I went to the grocery store. Y'all, there were some American black women here in our grocery store. I walked in and busted you and walked right the fuck out. I don't want anybody to think that I was anything like them duck lip glued wig bitches, because ain't no fucking way. I carry myself a certain way. I was with my father-in-law. It was just not going to happen for me. Avoid these hoes. They are the plague, zealots. This is life and death now. You have to pick your side. Please pick the winning team, because it's obvious these bitches is going to go down with the ship. Let it sink.
With everything that y'all saw tonight, right? Let me clear my throat. It's going to get worse. I can promise you that. I have seen this movie before. It's 30 plus years old. This is just a remix, baby. There just was no FaceTime back then. There wasn't any Skype. There wasn't any drop your location and that type of shit. But make no mistake about it, it's a remake of an old movie that I saw back in the 80s. It's going to get worse. That's why you need to run far the fuck away from these people. Snapple, you got anything on this? Yes, I'm sorry, Crystal.
Not necessarily. All of it is just peak Blackistan behavior from them girls being broke as a joke and dining and dashing and being ashy and dusty and disgraceful. That's theft. They need to be charged. I'm calling the cops on everybody. I want everybody arrested. I want that Kang arrested for being in other people's business and trying to call attention to them. He need to get arrested too because he was harassing them. And them broke assholes need to get arrested for stealing.
They should, because see, they don't know. They so low down. Some of them restaurants don't care. They don't have no chill. They'll make them waitresses pay for certain shit.
Yep.
And it's like, and they just did what they were supposed to do, but again, it comes down to thinking about somebody other than yourself. A lot of motherfuckers don't care what it may cost the next person. It's a lot of motherfuckers just run around selfish, and they really don't give a damn that that girl might have had to pay for that shit because they did that. They don't give a damn.
Look, they would have never ran out on some goddamn black man or something like that. We so cutthroat to each other. It's unfucking real. I can't. I will not expose myself to that type of shit. If I sniff even a whiff of mammy on you, I'm going to start moonwalking very slowly, so your slow ass won't notice. I'm getting the fuck away from you. I mean that shit. I cannot with that. It gets up under my skin, y'all. They give me goosebumps with that mammy behavior. And all of, like I said, all this flexing. Y'all should have made a bologna and cheese sandwich. But you had to go out. I'm sure 50 billion selfies was taken at that dinner. You probably went on ahead and took some pictures of the plate. This how we living, soft life and all this shit. And then you hauling ass to the car with no keys. You stupid whore. Yes, ma'am.
You know damn well they couldn't afford bologna and cheese. They would have had to pick one or the other. Them bum bitches ran out on a tab that was probably $50. $50 is a lot of money to a broke bitch. $50 to me, shit, that ain't even a trip to the supermarket. Let me be real. Hell, I leave the bookstore with $50 worth of damn books. But these is broke bitches we talking about. They can't afford bologna and cheese. So
Well,
they
they
gotta buy
talk
the
a lot of
bologna.
shit. They talk a lot of shit. I got this. I'm in my bag. Bitch, get the fuck out of here. You need to get your ass in the shower. Because, whoa.
They're
Kyra, you got
usually
it?
the brokest ones, though.
They
They're
do.
usually the brokest ones, because you cannot. That's why I say you can always tell when a bitch ain't used to nothing, because or when you got new money. Because if you somebody that got some shit, been had some shit, and you are in it, it's nothing new to you to be, so you don't go around doing all that flexing. That's why I said me, a lot of shit I got, I been had. So I don't have to prove shit. I know what the fuck I got in my closet. I ain't got to announce that to the world. I ain't got to show nobody shit. I tell you what, you want to see what I got? Let's go out sometime. And then I'm gonna show you how I show up and show out.
I'm
It's a
not
lot of
getting
bitches
ready
that
to
have
try to
to.
impress anybody
So
that voted for Biden. Period.
And no.
that's what I'm saying. But you can tell when a lot of black women ain't used to that. They ain't never had shit. So soon as they get some, that's when they start all that goddamn flexing, because you care what other people think. You want other people to think. What it's all about what people think you got. And who the fuck and for what? Who are you trying to impress? Nobody cares.
They all at the bottom of the barrel trying to impress each other. It's like y'all don't see this barrel. I don't give a fuck what you got. As long as you at that bottom of the barrel, you ain't gonna be able to impress me and nobody that I fuck with. Kyra, you got anything on any of this nonsense?
They racing to the bottom of the barrel at this point.
I was gonna say isn't it galling that cicada in the video was talking about black women are being embarrassing and showing us up in disgrace. I'm like, how did the roles get switched?
Yeah, and it started when they birthed y'all bum asses.
Well, here's the thing. I get a little bit of joy from knowing your actual story. I watch you flex, but I know what's happening behind that free version of that Canva account you got to make that goddamn Facebook page or that Instagram banner you made up there. You know, the ones that don't have the little crown next to it because it has pro next to it, the free version. Yet the one where you can only get magic, what is it called? The little AI pictures, you can only get 10 a month because that comes with the free account. Yeah, that part. Okay. Period. Anyway, let me get over here. Ladies, do y'all remember when those models, those black, beautiful women out in Los Angeles were taking the fuck up out of here? And Blackistan was saying when they hadn't found anybody that took them up out of here. Oh, that had to have been a white boy. That's LA too. She live in a high rise too. She don't look like she messed with black men. That had to been, she might have been selling some ass and all that shit. They just knew. They just knew that a white boy had taken these girls out. Well, nobody's talking about them anymore. Those beautiful women that actually worked as models. Why? Because they done found one of the killers. Let's see him. And I need you to pull up.
Grief, the family of a model brutally murdered is finding some relief. The man accused of killing her is now under arrest and faced a judge today.
Eyewitness News reporter Josh Haskell was in court and has more on the hearing from downtown Los Angeles. Josh?
David, so many questions about whether the suspect knew the victim and what could cause a person to commit such a gruesome murder. Hopefully, the victim's family will get some answers now that a person is in custody.
Devastated. Devastated. Why would anyone do something like that?
Believe it or not, there he is. I'm trying to get to, she's so pretty. I'm trying to stop on the mama's face. Let's go.
Devastated. Devastated. Why would anyone?
Her family was the main ones, you know, basically profiling white men without profiling them. Okay. This is what I'm talking about. Y'all listen to that nonsense. Is there ever a time when a white man unalives a black woman? Absolutely. You can't go 1 for 1 with this shit. You can't go 2 for 1 with this shit. If you got a black woman that has a channel, right, that profiles the unalivings of black women, and she decided, DZ, let's go 1 for 1. I'm gonna show you all the white boys that unalive black women, and you show all the. She would be asleep by the end of this evening if we did 15-minute videos back to back going at each other, because the shit is so rare. And that's what the black women over there that love black men will not tell you. When you get up off this planet, almost 100% of the time, it's a black man that does it, or a mammy. Okay, this is the deal. I don't like how quiet everybody's being when it comes to this particular case here, because they just knew it was a white man that did this shit because of how she was living, where she was living, and her aesthetic. But it wasn't. Let's go.
Anyone do something like that?
41-year-old Magnus Humphrey enters a not guilty plea in a downtown Los Angeles courtroom, a half mile from the Sky at Bunker Hill apartment, where the LAPD discovered 31-year-old Melissa Mooney brutally murdered just over 5 months ago. Humphrey charged with her murder and torture. Police discovering Mooney's body inside her refrigerator with a pool of blood beneath the fridge.
We are very pleased that an arrest was made. We're full of so many different emotions, but we are very grateful and thankful that he was caught. Please continue to pray for our family, and we just want justice for my niece.
Humphrey was arrested at his Minnesota home on an unrelated federal warrant and extradited to Los Angeles. Humphrey is currently on probation for federal narcotics offenses and has a lengthy criminal record. Eyewitness News obtained Humphrey's.
Boom. We'll stop right there. Here's the thing, y'all. When her family, them same people y'all just saw, didn't know who unalived this girl, they were at the podium, shades off, looking directly into the camera, being very entitled, being accusatory, all types of shit, because they just knew you better go find this white man that unalived this girl. You better get on it. You investigators, don't do this to us just because this is a black girl, so on and so forth. Now the shades are on. You know why people cover up their fucking eyes when they don't want, you know, you to see what's going on? They don't want to read you. Y'all know the eyes are the window to the soul, right? There's a lot of regret going on right there. And to be honest with you, they owe an apology because they went real buck wild on those investigators over there because they thought they weren't moving fast enough because it was a white man that did it. Aaliyah, you got anything?
I wish I could say I was surprised, but no. I mean, she was a very beautiful woman. I'm
Mm-hmm.
wondering what did they say what his motive may have been?
No.
Was he trying to date her or something?
Mm-mm.
Because
I'm just tripping because he threw her ass in the refrigerator. You know,
they
it's
get
like,
real spiteful when they feel rejected, or you know what I'm saying? Did he ask her out? That's why I was just asking. Because I mean, but then again, they're so sick, they don't really need a reason. So I guess I'm done trying to find rationale where there isn't one to find. So I'm not surprised, but I hate it. But hey, it is what it is. That's what they get for assuming. You can't just assume and you don't damn know the facts, but okay.
y'all, they're not going to be able to go one for one on this. Here's the deal. With black women getting up out of here, who's ever arguing that all men are bad when it comes to that, that's not what your numbers say. Your numbers say that dealing with black men is what's doing this to you. Okay? What's happening, Mrs. Rowe?
You know, every time we get up here and you show these crimes, I look at the women that brought this young woman up, the aunts and the mothers, and I just get kind of annoyed with them because how long have you held the truth? Like the same statistics that we have access to, these bitches had access to. So why not just tell the girl the truth? And when she's an adult, let her do with the truth what she will. You can't control her when she grown. So I'm tired of the disingenuousness. We never saw this coming. She's fucking with a nigga. We don't need anything other than that. All you got to do is say it's a black man and pull out the FBI stats. Because we're not going to pretend back in 2020 that the FBI didn't roll out a whole goddamn report that stated that black men are among the largest group of serial unalivers of any minority population. And that was on the FBI statistics website back in 20 motherfucking 20. Okay. And even before that, they were studying the serial unaliver pattern and they were disproportionately finding people like the Grim Sleeper or the Cookie Monster serial unaliver. This shit is nothing motherfucking new. And I'm quite tired of these bitches getting up here. Oh, well, we don't know why she would be doing this because you didn't tell her the fucking truth. You didn't give her the gift of the truth. Sometimes the ugliest shit you can get is probably the greatest thing they can give you. Truth is not going to be dressed up. It's not going to be pretty. It's not going to feel good. It's going to be a really fucking bitter pill to swallow. But God damn it, you're alive to swallow it. And like I've arrived at a point now, y'all, and I hate to say it like this, that when black women end up unalive, I literally look at them and be like, yeah, you know what? But they died doing what they love, niggas. And I have nothing else to say.
That part, I can't, ladies. I don't want this weighing heavy on everybody's soul. But every now and then, y'all, especially when change of season comes, people start second guessing themselves, and maybe I'm being a little bit too hard or harsh. Well, it can't be like that. I mean, because my mama and daddy did good, and all this shit here. Again, it's a POV perspective, baby. You, if you had a good father your mother has a different view of him. She got stories you have no idea about. Okay. She got stories that she wouldn't dare tell you about. So, since you're going to be the mama in the situation, do you want those points of view? Do you want to test the goddamn waters? Do you want to prove us wrong so bad that you're
The,
going to
the
end up,
thing
girl?
the thing is, most people have a fear, not necessarily a fear, but they cannot stand to be disliked by anybody, which is
That's
partially
weird
what I
to
was
me.
saying about that damn food earlier. A lot of people care way more than they like to let on about what other people think about them. The thing is, and we've already talked about this, as a divested black woman, we already think differently than most black women anyway. The average black woman is a mammy. Let's just keep that shit
Yep.
real. You have to be prepared to be disliked by black folks, and you have to be okay with that. Especially if you're gonna hold the views that we have, and quite frankly, we're just to the point to where we're immune to the shit. We don't give a fuck because we at this point you've heard it all. So
What
it's you're okay with being disliked by black folk. You don't fuck with me, that's fine. I don't fuck with you either.
What do you gain
And
from
most
being liked
people,
by them? That's my
mhm,
question. What is to be gained from being liked by black folks? You want to go to some dusty ass cookout that's going to probably get banged up. You want to be inappropriately approached by grown ass people who watch you grow up. I'm sorry, what is the
yeah, that's
benefit?
because you're mentally strong enough to deal with that. Most people can't handle that. They can't deal with that. standing alone, not being liked, not being a part of the crowd or the group. I mean, people can run around and try to pretend like I'm my own person, I'm my own individual. But if you sit back and just sometimes when we're off YouTube and something hits Twitter or something goes viral, I just sit back all day and I just wait for the notifications to come in. And all I see is the same fucking video pop up. All goddamn they retold by different folks. It's the same commentary. They all saying the same fucking thing. And I'm like, so I basically just watched 5 different people retell the exact same story, the exact same way, back to back in the same sector. I'm like, God damn, these bitches sheep, and they swear we're the cult. Okay.
They're an echo chamber. But one rule is to be followed unless you want people to hate your guts, right? You can't say all black men are bad. You cannot say that shit, and you'll never hear these bitches say that shit. What they're gonna do is try to sound fair and balanced, and so you don't think they crazy and all this shit here. I don't give a fuck if you think I'm crazy, because when the mortgage got paid on the first, right, they asked for either a bank transfer, an electronic check, or debit card. They didn't say what the people on YouTube think about you. Pay here. No, they didn't say that shit. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Y'all got to stop giving a fuck what people with zero resources give. They're a bunch of gossipers, right? Toxic, dysfunctional. I mean, their families are. Child, don't even get me started. Snapper, you got anything on this?
Electric chair for the shit stain on the screen.
Yes.
Absolutely the fuck not. I mean, I don't know though. I would like to know too, just out of curiosity, if did he stalk her and follow her home and do that to her, or was she engaging with him in any way? Regardless, electric chair, fry the motherfucker. Oh, sorry, I don't know what we allowed to say, but that thing is gonna give me nightmares on the screen. He looks like a fucking butt crack. And I didn't see the original reaction of the family and them blaming white men, but I'm not surprised because we've seen content creators on here do the same thing. It's just a knee-jerk reaction of mammies, I guess, just to automatically assume hashtag blame the white man. But obviously, like, if they just look around, they should know by now that 9 times out of 10 it was Tyrone, Taquandarius, Leroy, and them. But rest in peace to her. She was gorgeous.
R.I.P. This is the thing. Hyping up that life is getting a lot of women fucked up. There's a lot of sectors out here that up under the BWE umbrella that makes you think that it's okay to do certain things. Okay. It's not. People that's too old for you, they shouldn't be in relationships with you, right? People that you're out of their league, you're not going to be able to rule him. As a matter of fact, he's going to want to bring you to heel. He's going to want to make you submissive. You're a challenge to him. You giving me the time of day? Watch I make this bitch quit her job. Watch me make her do all my goddamn chores and all this shit here. Look, you didn't like slavery. You ain't going to like this motherfucker right here. Lady, certain people shouldn't have access to you, period. Kyra, what you got?
Well, to add to this, ladies, stop. One thing that the Black community has taught us is that, we should always be willing to help each other out, help a Black man out. Stop it all. Stop it. Do not help them. Earlier today, I was riding through Midtown Atlanta, and of course, there were, Tyrones on the street corners, begging for money. I didn't roll my window down because I thought and realized that could give them access to me if I just cracked my window. Well, first of all, don't hand them money anyways, but still, just opening your window can give them access to you.
Y'all gonna fuck around and find out. Dead serious, because it may come off extreme, but ever since I was turned into an adult, I've never been attacked by a Black dude. They don't have access to me. I'm sorry, in no way, shape, or form, for anything.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
But look, y'all, I'm gonna show y'all what type of people. Y'all already know what type of people Black people are, but did anybody cover this Kodak Black situation? Because if they didn't, I'm getting ready to. Looking in the chat.
No, I don't even know what you're talking about. Ugh, we gotta look at this fried cockroach.
I didn't know anything was going on with Kodak Black either, but that's why I was saying earlier. It goes back to the question Mrs. Rose was asking about why won't they tell them the truth? Why won't they just speak the truth? Well, again, in order to speak the truth is not very popular. I've been said Black people don't like the truth. They got a very complicated relationship with the truth, and they actually tend to hate you for telling the truth. So if
Mhm.
you're not prepared to be disliked by these people, of course you're not gonna tell the truth. You're gonna say what everybody else says because it's gonna make you popular, which is what everybody wants to hear. Just like that's why that Risa Tessa shit, I didn't even want to bring that back up, but it's a straight echo chamber. Everybody's saying the same goddamn thing. And I'm like, really? She's owed an apology for her feelings now? All these goddamn snowflakes. You can't say shit no more. All of it, cause her feeling her. So what?
We let
Like, grow
society
the
get
fuck
here.
up.
We let society get here. Some shit should be a boundary and it should be stuck to it. If you don't like certain shit, don't fuck with it. Period. And I don't give a shit who don't like it.
I'm
Because
gonna
at
be
the end of the
real.
day, you got to get in the bed and you got to live your life. So I don't need your opinions on my life at all. If it's gonna get personal, you're gonna be dismissed because I don't fuck with Black folk. I'm sorry, not the fuck sorry. Never have, never will. Now, when I was a minor, I didn't have a choice. But as a grown adult woman, my choice is not to deal with these motherfuckers. The stats look terrible. And as a woman in the Black community, you ain't worth a goddamn to these people, even though at the same time, you're the goddamn backbone of that community. And you're okay with it. I'm seeing y'all round this motherfucker agreeing to threesomes so that you can keep a nigga happy. Baby, a threesome ain't nothing but supervised cheating. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Oh,
Look,
Do
let
the
me.
do the threesomes involve the girl, her dude, and another dude, or how's it going?
It's usually him and two other women, I guess.
And
To
when he
make them.
leave they bed, he's sucking dick like more dick than a Dyson vacuum suck dust. Let's just be real clear about that shit.
But
You
that's
know,
But
nigga,
I
this
do.
bitch hit us.
but that's why I was asking, because now that they've been saying that it's phobic to discriminate against them because they're on the Roy G. Biv perspective, I wonder if these cicadas have now been convincing the mammies to just go ahead and have a threesome with him and his dude.
Oops, that's next.
It's
I'm
some
sure it's
of them will
already
go for that.
happening. I'm sure it's already happening. They just not comfortable putting it out there yet. But why not,
Yep.
mammies? Y'all done did every damn thing else. Pull up.
I'm sure some of them will go for that. But Kyra, I want to give you a tip though, because I had one headed towards my car. It may be wrong, and I laughed. I'm sorry. He really scared the hell out of me. I was on my way to Perspire and Buckhead, and I had stopped at the traffic light, and I had a car in front of me, so I couldn't have zoomed off even if I wanted to. And I saw one of them headed towards my car, and I don't know what happened. It was just like a knee-jerk reaction. I started screaming, and I think I actually scared him when I when I started yelling at him because he jumped. And I'm like, oh motherfucker, you coming towards my car though. I'm like, so try that next time when one of them come up to your car, just start screaming.
Ladies, here's the thing. This is how you gauge your current friends, okay? Listen to their perspective on certain incidences that people are talking about. For example, if her opinions on the immigrants are a certain way, you already know what's up. If her opinions on racism are a certain way, you already know what's up. You need to, the things that they believe in, right? And the things that they do, that's who they really are. Not the text message that they sent you and not the shit that they claim. Listen, y'all, the reason I'm saying that is because the Kodak Black situation. He just got out of jail, right? And a reporter came up to him and he was acting a natural black ass fool. I'm like, he's a public figure. So God damn it, there's going to be reporters that want to talk to you. Well, he act like, don't come up to me. You want the camera on you any other time when you think you flexing and shit. We trying to get some goddamn tea around this bitch. What the fuck was you in jail for? Where you going? Who picking you up? That's what the paparazzi do, right? I need y'all to look at this story because his fans, and the entire Black community, they're a bunch of bitches. Let's go.
Only on Local 10 News, an aggressive encounter between a Local 10 News crew and famed rapper Kodak Black. Black had just been released from the Broward County Jail on Wednesday. Local 10's Rosh Lowe and his photographer began to ask him questions, and that's when things suddenly took a dangerous turn. Rosh is live now with how Kodak's fans are reacting after seeing this confrontation. Rosh.
Well, first, the headline tonight. Last night, the police were called here, Fort Lauderdale police, and our photographer had the option to move forward and prosecute on a misdemeanor case. He has decided not to move forward, not to press charges. In the meantime, as you just mentioned, Kodak Black's fans are reacting. Kodak Black leaving the Broward County Jail Wednesday, throwing rocks at a local 10 photojournalist. You can hear the photojournalist say, "Call the cops." They were called after this outburst by Kodak where he threatened to punch me.
Kodak, and you threatened to beat me up too. You threatened to punch me. I did.
And this has been the reaction from Kodak's fans. This person encourages me to retire. What you did to Kodak was unforgivable, and I hope the public shames you into retiring. Or how about this one? Next rock to your big head. Or this one. You need to shut your dumb up. If you're going to harass someone who just got out of jail, then you deserve what you get. Kodak is a human being, not an animal.
I'm living. It ain't nothing like you seen on BET.
Well, reporters routinely speak to people leaving jail. And yes, many times people do not want to be on television. In this case, Kodak is a well-known public figure, a hometown hero to many. He just got out of jail after 2 months after plantation police found him passed out in his car. This was the latest brush with the law for Kodak, and we simply wanted to hear from him. But hundreds of direct messages sounded like this one. Whack reporter, leave people alone trying to make a story when you're harassing people and endangering their lives. Low life. Or, you crybaby. He's throwing rocks. Go sit behind a desk if you don't want to get abused for being nosy. One thing's for sure, Kodak has a loyal following. Perhaps Kodak can sit down and we can talk. The public would love to hear from him.
Y'all, I'm pissed
There
off
was
at
never
them
any intent
for not pressing charges on him. You throwing rocks, water bottles, all type of shit. But to the comments, ladies, those are the people that y'all give a fuck about having an opinion about you dating out. Okay? You got the Barbs, you got the Beehive, you got bitches that follow Kodak Black and all. Why do you care about what that community thinks about you? I'm trying to see something. And this dude on this screen, he pissed me the fuck off. Y'all should have pressed charges, and I hope you hear and see this shit, motherfucker. Don't let these motherfuckers get away with shit. Are you out of your damn mind? Because guess what? A woman's head is next. Pull up on me with his ugly ass. Kodak Black looks fucking terrible.
He
Aaliyah, go
looks
ahead.
like a monkfish.
Yes.
Look it up.
And that's one of they Haitian kings and stuff. Yeah. Let me stop. But that yeah, he definitely looks a damn mess. But I mean, these fandoms need to shut the fuck up. How the hell you gonna try to think you checking somebody and spelling endangered IN? Starting with the IN. I'm like I couldn't have been the only one that was proofreading some of those damn statements. It's like, hey, if you gonna try to check somebody, at least don't be dumb with it. I mean, damn, that's embarrassing in and of itself. But you know, Deezy and I were talking the other day about that shit with these fandoms and shit like that. You know, when I really think about shit like that, if you're the type of person that is so obsessed with Beyonce or Nicki Minaj or whomever that you decide that you no longer want to follow us, please do so and get the fuck on and don't come back. That's what we need y'all to do, because that lets me know a lot about you and your personality and what type of person you are. And you must not have any friends in real life. And that's not really somebody that I would want to follow us anyway. Somebody who really doesn't like you simply because you don't like Beyonce or because you don't like somebody else, their favorite superstar. You need to go get some help, honey. You're lonely.
Somebody in the comments said petty crimes. They said that Monica dated him. Petty crimes, I believe you, because Monica is a fucking hood rat. Okay? That bitch is from College Park. She went to North Clayton High School. That is a hood rat. Do you understand me? So no, I'm not surprised she dated C-Murder too. Okay? I'm waiting for her to
Didn't he break her heart in jail?
Yeah.
He behind the bars with 14,000 dicks, but he broke your heart and you're the free one. Girl, I don't want to hear shit else from her and them struggle, love, trauma anthems that she be singing.
I'm telling you,
They
I ain't
were-
surprised somebody that dated Kodak, but never meant to cause you no bitch, shut up.
DZ
If
hit that
you
note
don't
one more
stop
time.
with this singing,
Baby, yeah. That's how she sounds.
You walk
Baby,
out my
yeah.
life.
Fucking hood rat.
I will never forgive her for them goddamn block heels she had on during that fucking video. That was an unforgivable fashion faux pas, but that's just me talking. Furthermore, I can't stand these motherfucking stand-ups. You bitches all need to get jobs. If Beyonce saw you on the street, she wouldn't know you was deep throat niggas 649 on Twitter because you a stand. Don't nobody give a fuck. All y'all doing are lining these motherfuckers coffers and then complaining because yours are empty. Get your ass off the internet and get a real motherfucking job. Go touch grass, as you say.
Monica,
they was big mad
I'm
about
trying
that
to get
video.
her a get well soon card, Monica. I saw you up there having a TIA. That's what it looked like to me. Okay. She passed out after that. So get well soon. You're still a hood rat, but I want you to get well soon. If somebody is sitting up there and their words sound garbled, they're probably having a TIA. And you were up there pretty hot, right? Your medical history is not that well. Okay. So get well soon. Baby, yeah. Anyway,
Please stop. Don't do that. Wow.
I need to get I'm getting goofy because it's Friday and I'm ready to lick my husband's cheek.
DZ,
Okay.
you're choosing the wrong song. Remember, she did that song For You I Will on Space Jam, and she said, I will cross the ocean for you. And you know that's what she does for those niggas in jail. For you I will.
Oh well. Ladies, the other shoes dropping, ladies. I don't know if y'all heard about Prop E over there in San Francisco. Random baggage checks are happening at the subways in New York City. They're deploying 1,000 National Guard there. I'm not going to take y'all through the news story. Just go ahead and fact check me. It's all good. Things are going the fuck down. Okay. I'm not going to bore y'all with any more of these goddamn news stories to keep it tall with you. But what I am going to do is this. I'm going to drive the point home. Ladies, I don't know when I'm going to see y'all because I don't know the future. Okay. Some others beg to differ. But here's the deal. Don't let nobody stay with you. Did you hear what I said? Okay. Y'all, those of y'all that stayed to the end, congratulations, because the receipt is here. Okay. I said, don't let nobody stay with you. Let's go.
So I ain't got no point. Like I feel like tripping about. What do you mean? Why am I tripping? Because you said that you had a boyfriend and that he was gonna be over here sometimes. Like, look at this shit. Like, he lives here, so we're splitting this shit two ways.
You know he's trying to get a job.
Oh my God, we're splitting it two ways. This should be three ways.
Okay, but how we gonna get three if he don't got it?
Listen, what are you do this every day? You do this every.
You see me on my phone filling out applications now.
I don't know what you're doing on there. You always here heckling and jacking. You probably on TikTok or something. Like, look at this shit. Like, where did this come from? Where did this come from? This is like, if you're using up my electric. Oh my God. So you got money for a ring light. This ain't even a cheap one. You just got this, and you know you talking about you was short on the light bill just now. The light bill was higher because you was here. That's why the light bill was higher. Because you running it up. Look at this shit. This shit's on right now. Like, oh my God, girl. I'm sorry, but y'all might need to find another place. Listen, he talking about what? His shoes. Look at this shit. His damn game system is all over the damn place. All you do is play games. All you do is play games. That's beside the point.
Are you recording?
Listen, yes, because I'm telling you now, I need evidence. Look at this shit. Because everybody always try to play the victim.
Ladies, it's not worth it. If your rent is too high, do not get a roommate that's a mammy, okay? First of all, you're not going to be able to get her out. Second of all, you know she's going to bring a black man over there. Number 3, you know that they're not very clean when it comes to household shit. Y'all done seen over the years the roaches, the rats, all types of shit around these motherfuckers, okay? I'm going to tell y'all something. If you want people to take you seriously, this is a side note. Stop whining when you talk. He trying to get a job. He trying to get a job. the conversation is over. If you talk like that and that slow, whiny ass talk, I'm done talking to you because you sound like a 4-year-old that's trying to get a cupcake before dinner. You're weird. Grow the fuck up. You're fucking, ain't you? Well, then talk like a grown ass goddamn woman. This shit is ridiculous, ladies. Again, they shacking up on top of each other, shacking up on top of each other so they can have spare money to do whatever the fuck they want to do with it. These bitches are broke, and they're going to remain broke until they stop dealing with these folks in that community that have the shit log. Yeah, that part. It is not wise to try to find a way to split the rent down the middle so you can have extra money, but your mental health goes to hell. Pay all that rent and then get you some beanie weenies and some goddamn noodles or something, because I'm going to tell you something. That stress will take you up out of here. Okay? Anybody got anything on that last clip? Because I thought that was disgusting. I wanted to jump through the screen.
Make peace your priority, zealots. Don't be shacking up with none of these fucking people. If you're in an area that you can't particularly afford, get you a side hustle if necessary, as long as you need. But make goddamn sure you don't have to depend on none of these whiny, encroaching, immature, arrestedly development, dumbass bitches and the niggas they love.
Look, I can't with the way they talk. Y'all ever, before I go, y'all, these cop cam videos, the people behind the wall know I love them goddamn videos.
Me too.
They
Nobody
stay
coming.
whining. Bro, I said I only had 2 drinks. Bro, bitch, listen. If you ever talk to me, if we ever on a one-on-one, don't call me bro. You respect them goddamn motherfuckers' pronouns, you're going to respect mine. I ain't nobody's bro. Huh? All right. Get y'all something to eat. I'm finna go behind the wall with my ladies. Hit me if you need me.
Bye.
Good night.
Bye, ladies. Bro.